What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Gag with Geach. I am your boy Will, aka Geach, your favorite Geach, your boy. Now listen, inflation out here and whooping on everybody, and the people is feeling it. So let's go through some of these videos and see how everybody feeling and what they talking about.
Went to Taco Bell and got food for four of us, and it was $53. This morning, we went to an upscale breakfast restaurant and got breakfast for all four of us, including an appetizer, and that was $66. So Taco Bell is almost the same exact price to feed a family of four as it is to go to an upscale breakfast restaurant. Make it make sense. I don't understand. I mean, I understand inflation's crazy, but this has to be greed. Taco Bell, I mean, we got 3 cheesy gordita crunches and they were $14. So they're like $4 or $5 a piece now for a taco at Taco Bell. A beefy 5-layer burrito is $3.89. I don't understand how this can't be inflation. Taco Bell used to be like $1. You could get a beefy 5-layer burrito was like $2. I don't know, man. Make it make sense. This is insane to me. The price. This has to be price gouging.
It's definitely price gouging, and your first mistake was going to eat at Taco Bell. I didn't even know people still go there no more. I ain't seen the Taco Bell in so long, but I don't eat fast food, so maybe that's just a me problem. But yeah, like you said, you should have just went on here to that nice upscale breakfast restaurant. You said that would have came out to the same price as Taco Bell, and it probably would have been a bit more healthier for you too. So yeah, all these fast food restaurants is increasing their prices because people just not eating at them places no more anyway, because everybody want to be healthy now, and which I don't blame people for wanting to be healthy. That's a good thing. But yeah, Taco Bell, yeah, I personally wouldn't eat Taco Bell, but next time if the price gonna be, and that's for any of these these fast food restaurants, if the price gonna be just as high as a regular place, go into a regular place and sit down and enjoy yourself and actually get some better quality food than the fast food stuff. So
So I live in a townhome and they just recently increased our rent. So when we first moved in, it was 2021 and we were paying 1,910 a month. That includes our internet, so that doesn't include, other utilities. So that to me was expensive, and I was like, that's really expensive. So this year when we signed our lease, they said that they were going to increase our rent. And then to find out when they did increase it, it was actually $300. So the increase was $300. So now with that increase of $300, I just don't understand how people can do this. So I don't understand how they expect people to live, because between me and my husband, we make enough that we should be able to live comfortably, and this is a stretch. I have my brother that lives with me as a roommate, luckily, but this is just absolutely ridiculous, and I don't understand how people who are living off of minimum wage, which is literally $15 now. How are you guys surviving? How are you guys buying groceries? How are you guys having children? How are you guys paying for your car payments? I just don't understand, how much longer is it going to be before people are literally just homeless at this point? And they're just taking all this money and people are just suffering, and I just don't understand how anybody can fucking afford anything right now. It's just fucking ridiculous.
we are here making it the best we can. Let me tell you, these places know people ain't got money like that, and a lot of places are even lowering some of their prices, like their rents and stuff. At least in my area where I'm at, like I just moved into my current apartment, maybe not even 2 months ago, about a month and a half ago. In my last apartment, they only increased my rent by like $45 because they want to keep people that bad. But I just decided to leave because I didn't want to stay there no more. I didn't like that place. But a lot of places, they realizing folks ain't got money and we need to bring these prices on down. Still overpriced nonetheless, but Yeah, that's just unfortunate. But like she said, her rent was like what, like 1910, and then they went up $300. $300, that's too much. If your rent gonna go up $300, I am out of here. If this rent was to go up $300 at the end of my lease, I'm out of here. I'm not staying for no $300 because I can go to some place down the street and get a rent $300 cheaper with some type of incentives for being a new tenant. So yeah, definitely not worth it. If they're going to increase your rent, get up out of there and try to find you something cheaper. If you have that luxury of doing so, because I know a lot of these places be trying to price gouge and things. So you can find you some cheaper rent. Go ahead and go for it.
The US is completely unhinged when it comes to our prices. So I'm in the middle of the country right now. I'm in the middle of Missouri, where visiting my parents where they live, and I just went to a local chain coffee shop and got a coffee. This latte, it's a medium oat milk latte. It cost me almost $8. Like, I'm not in a big city having a fancy coffee. This is a drive-through coffee in the middle of Missouri just cost me $8. I swear, if millennials can't even afford their little treats anymore.
And I know most people be like, "Oh, well, you could have made that latte at home," but I understand people just want to treat themselves once or twice in life. Like, if you already struggling and going through it, maybe that one little $8 latte was gonna make her day, make her happy, make her feel accomplished. You don't know what she was going through during that day. So like I'm at this place in my life where I try to extend people grace. But yeah, it just way inflated. Now you could have, made it home for cheaper for the people that feel like that. But $8, that's ridiculous for a little medium size a latte at that. Like, you ain't even get no big grande one. But yeah, it's unfortunate, but just the world we live in now.
I'm fed up with how much it costs to eat. Like, it's to the point where it's like, how is we supposed to be the moms like the TikTok girlies where we taking our kids to the aquarium and it's $65 per kid to get in the aquarium when we could barely feed them?
That's the first mistake. Don't be trying to be like what you see on social media. A lot of this stuff is not real. So just because you see the girlies and the moms on TikTok taking all their churn and stuff out to all these aquariums and everything, baby, you're gonna have to catch you a deal. You ain't got to do it. They doing that stuff but you don't know. They be swiping them credit cards. These people on TikTok and social media, they don't be having that like we think they be having it. Trust and believe me, they do not. So that was your first mistake. You can't try to want to be like nobody you see on social media, because they trying to be like somebody they see on social media, and everybody is running up their credit card debts.
$425 on groceries a week and a half ago, and I'm running out of stuff already. I look in the freezer, ain't nothing left but a half a pack of ground turkey and a whole chicken. Where is the rest of the food at? I just grocery shopped. The juice gone, eggs dwindling. Like, it's too much. Then you can't even eat out either. Why is Wingstop $18.99 for a 10-piece? Since when?
No, baby, if you're gonna pay $18.99 for a 10-piece, you need to go to the grocery store and get your own pack of wings and make them at home. See, something like that, it's not that much of a convenience for me to eat out like that. I'm not paying $18. I don't even eat wings anyway. But if I did, I'm not paying $18 for them at no Wingstop. I'm going to the store. I'm going to take my behind home and make me some, because you could have buy you a pack of wings, at the grocery store for way cheaper. I'm gonna show it might be the same price these days, because you just never know. But let's let her cook. No pun intended.
It used to be $10. $10 for a 10-piece with the fries back in the day. What is going on? Chipotle, $18. What was $18? What was $18?
Baby, you must have got you 2 bowls for $18. Chipotle make me sick. I try not to eat that. Every time I eat Chipotle, I get sick. But yeah, you could have got you 2 bowls. Few times I have gone to Chipotle, my bill was like a little less than $10, like $9.80, because I get the veggie bowls. But yeah, when you add a little, you tell them you want a little extra meat, she must have been getting her some extra meat and stuff, which I don't blame her. That's gonna make you happy, love. Go ahead and get it.
Subway, Panera, and don't even get me started on trying to eat healthy, because now I gotta buy my fruits and vegetables weekly. every 4 days, not even weekly. It's just ridiculous how much money you got to spend on food. I don't even want to be hungry no more. For real.
Oh man.
I just budgeted my paycheck that I get tomorrow, and I have $317 left over after my bills.
You know what? At least I gotta give her props on that. She said she just budgeted her paycheck. At least she's taking that step. A lot of people don't even do that. They don't know where their money going and coming. They just let it go. Like you should budget your money, tell your money where to go, or at least have a sense of where your money is going. So kudos to her for even budgeting her paycheck, because a lot of people don't do that, and then they don't, look shocked when they don't got no money.
For 2 weeks. I'm gonna have to be a hermit.
What I'm about to show you is absolutely crazy. So just indulge me for a second. I'm going to draw you a picture, okay? I live in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. The minimum wage here is $7.25 an hour. Overtime after 40 hours worked is time and a half. That equals out to $10.88 an hour after 40 hours worked. At 40 hours a week, you'd be making $290 a week, and that is $1,160 per month. That's $15,080 per year before tax. In Philadelphia, you get about 81% of your income after taxes. So after taxes per month, you'd be making $939.60. Okay, now hear me out, because I'm just trying to prove a point here. If you worked 80 hours a week, which no position is offering you, just for posterity, you'd be making $725.20 per week, $2,980 per month before taxes, $37,710.40 per year before taxes. Per month after taxes, you'd be making around $2,349.64 after taxes. The average rent for a one-bedroom in Philadelphia is $1,425, but they require you to make 3 times the rent per month. So that is
$1,425. That's actually not bad. Philadelphia, $1,425. The average rent where I'm at is like $1,780. So $1,425. That's actually not bad. Okay, Philadelphia. I expected it to be more because it's up north. So that shocked me.
$4,275. You're not getting that. Even at 80 hours a week. On minimum wage, you're not getting a one-bedroom apartment at the average rate. The absolute cheapest thing I found on Zillow just now was a studio apartment with no appliances, just a toilet and in a room, basically, for $950 a month. Times 3, $2,850. You're not even getting that. You're not even getting the cheapest unit that I found for rent in the entire city. A room with a toilet in it. You don't even qualify. You don't. Now, mind you, I have not even talked about bills, heating, electricity, car, insurance, health insurance, fucking food, for God's sakes. And if your argument is, oh, well, minimum wage jobs are for teenagers, why don't you go to college? Okay, do you want to talk about the price of college? Do you want to talk about finding somewhere to live while you're in college? And this is not even my situation. I make enough money, I'm comfortable, but it doesn't take much for me to sympathize with somebody that's not in my situation.
I love that she said that. We all should be able to sympathize with other people. Even though you may not be going through it, it's a lot of other people out here that are going through it. So I love that she said she's able to sympathize. That word is whooping me right now like inflation. So yeah, I'm glad she's able to relate to other people. There we go.
Try sympathy before you tell me that we shouldn't raise the minimum wage, okay?
Try sympathy before you tell her we shouldn't raise the minimum wage. I know that's right. Let me come back on the screen here. But yes, y'all, inflation is out here whooping the people. I'm feeling it. Most people I know is feeling it. If you feeling the inflation and it's whooping on you, go ahead and drop down in them comments and let us know how it's whooping on you. And I'll see y'all in the next video.